Hello everybody and welcome back to the bosqueeNet adventure. My name's Jeff, and as you can see we are on a backpacking adventure tonight. I had to beat feet up to camp. There looks to be some rain coming our way, so I needed to get up here really quick and find where I wanted to camp tonight. We're back in a familiar location. I just figured it was a good one. I already knew the terrain pretty well. Needed to get a tarp set up. Like I said, rain is on its way. So rather than me yammering and telling you all about camp today and everything else, let's quickly get a tarp set up and then I'll check back in with you. Here we go. Let's see here. Where do I want to hang that? We'll hang it up over here. Now, I know this is where I usually set up to do some hammock camping, but we're not hammock camping tonight. I have a tent. I've got my nature hike. We're going to be doing a little bit of hammock camping a little bit later on in the season. I have a new hammock I'm going to be trying out, by the way. New to me, at least. Ooh, almost had it on the first try. Okay, I am going to take my soapbox moment because some champ decided to cut down this perfectly good little sapling. Okay, maybe it's not a sapling, it was a friggin' tree. And that's where I used to tie off my tarp to. So I'm going to say it. Whoever did that, you're a jackass. Really sucks. Alright, now that the tarp is up, I can kind of relax just a little bit. I do hear the beginning sounds of sprinkling, so yes, I got it up just in the nick of time. I do want to apologize right up front here. I am just a little bit peeved. To see individuals come up here and just the wanton destruction on everything, like for some reason we just have to hack and chop everything down. It's getting pretty ridiculous. But let's see here. I don't know if you can hear that on the tarp yet, but the sprinkles are hitting it. But this is just kind of my daytime shelter in here today. The storm that's blowing through right now isn't an all-night event or anything like that. It's just an afternoon shower that's coming in. So I'm glad I made it up here before it started. I was kind of hoping that I'd be out here in the rain. At least a little bit of the rain, right? But we'll just have to wait and see together and see how the night progresses. I have a couple of new bits of gear that I'm going to be previewing with you all tonight. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do those all in this video or do separate videos. But let's go ahead and get comfy, get situated. I'm not going to worry about setting up the tent right now. I'm going to do that later. This is just kind of a quick adventure tonight, but I do want to enjoy it all with you. This is my first new bit of gear that I've brought along with me this evening. It is just a little backpacking stool. Yep, just a small little stool. This stool is made by Life with Camp. All one word, kind of an interesting name. It only cost me 15 bucks. It weighs 1 pound, and I was just looking for something that was nice, small, lightweight, and I especially like it because I didn't have to spend $100 to $150 for a Helinox chair. So I'm willing to make the compromise. Small chair, yes, it doesn't have like a back support on it and everything else, but it only cost me 15 bucks, and at that price, it was worth the try. Here's the pickup. Here we go. That should help keep it from pooling up above. Seems to be working well. You know, it's not too often that I'm able to actually capture the rain events. But when I do, oh my goodness, brings the smile to my face for sure. I've probably told you in the past, in fact, probably the last time that it rained. You know, I just grew up in the rain. I love the rain. I love getting out camping when it's raining. It's pretty awesome. I think most of this now is just dripping out of the tree branches. I don't know if you can tell, but there's some nice sunshine hitting the tarp now. I think I'm set to get out from underneath the tarp here, and let's go check out the mountain views. Oh yeah. Clouds definitely broke, but not necessarily from the mountains yet, though it's clearing. I do love how the valleys will capture a misty cloud like this. Very beautiful. Alright, the sleeping pad that I'm going to be using tonight is my Meat Peak. Meat Peak? Yeah, my Meat Peak sleeping pad. I bought this one quite a while ago, but I haven't been using it much this summer. So we're going to give it another try tonight, and I am going to use the integrated foot pump. You know, the beauty of recording all of this is the fact that I can play this back at high speed, and it looks like it takes no time at all to inflate this. In reality, I think that probably took me about 3 to 5 minutes. I was taking my time. Yes, you can work up a sweat doing this. And, you know, I just decided to take it easy. But I'm going to leave the foot pump right here by the door, just in case it does decide to lose some air on me. That way I don't have to go flipping the bed around or anything else like that. But this is a comfy sleeping pad. I think that's like 4.5 inches. That thing is pretty thick. It would have to lose quite a bit of air for me to bottom out on this one. Alright, the second piece of gear that's new for this trip and for this channel is my new Nature Hike sleeping bag. This one is the CW700. Now, you've seen me use my yellow CW400 quite a few times on this channel, but I decided I wanted a little bit of an upgrade. Got the CW700, and we're going to be trying that out for the first time. Just to let you all know, I did purchase this with my own money. Now, the difference between the CW700 and the CW400 is the amount of insulative filling that the sleeping bag has. Now, this is 650 fill power duct down. The CW700 has 700 grams of 650 fill power duct down, where the CW400 has, you guessed it, 400 grams of 650 fill power duct down. Alright, when I get home, I will do a side-by-side comparison of the CW700 versus the CW400 as they compare in their stuff sacks. It is significant. So the CW400 comes in at almost 2 pounds, a half an ounce shy. The CW700 comes in at just almost a pound heavier at 2 pounds, 14, almost 15 ounces. And a quick side-by-side comparison as compared to a 40-ounce Nalgene bottle. I went with the gray one this time with that bright yellow interior. The only other difference between the two sleeping bags is this little collar that's attached on the inside. You can use that to go around your neck to prevent drafting. But other than that, same dimensions, same width, same length, and I will put that right here at the bottom. Tonight we're keeping it real simple. Chicken Teriyaki by Mountain House. That's a tasty one. I've had it before. It's good stuff. Is it as good as the chicken teriyaki that I made a couple of adventures ago? No, it's not. But when you are pressed for time and trying to just get out on an adventure midweek and just enjoy the outdoors, sometimes you do have to, I'm not going to call it settle, but you have to go quick. So, doing the freeze-dried meal tonight. While that's rehydrating and doing its thing, I was going to come take a peek out here. It's looking like the rain event that we had earlier may be our one and only. It is getting on in time now. It's about 6:15. The storms were supposed to last through about 7 o'clock this evening. And with all those blue skies up there, I doubt that we'll get more. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. I will never get tired of this view. It is spectacular. I love coming to this spot. Just doing a quick temperature check here. It is finally starting to cool down. We have been in the 90s up here in the mountains. It's been low 80s. It's been a warm one. But seeing the thermometer at 60 degrees, that's awesome. That is way awesome. Loving the cooler temperatures. As far as the low for this evening, I mean, we're going to dip down into the 50s. The forecast does state that it may actually dip into the 40s up here tonight. I doubt that. I doubt that very much. But we'll just have to wait and see. I decided I wasn't going to hang out underneath the tarp for dinner. I mean, like, there's no need to stay back there now. It's not going to rain, right? And I figured I'd enjoy the view while eating dinner. I've been texting back and forth with Mandy, and she just gave me the all clear. No more rain events for the rest of the evening. So with that said, I'd no longer need the overhead shelter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it back, allow it to dry further. There's still a couple of wet spots on it. But I'll leave it be and probably fold it up and put it away before I head to bed tonight. Tonight's a quick adventure up into the hills, and tomorrow morning's going to be an early one. Got to get back down the mountain, got to get back to work. So we're looking at I think it's probably going to be a 5 a.m. get up. It'll be dark, but we still have lots of this evening left to enjoy. And if you're liking this episode so far, be sure to mash that like button. There are two crows talking to each other. You obviously hear the one that's just right up here. But there's another one further to our north that's chatting back with them. What do you think? They're scouting out where to stay the night? Looking for a hookup? Something else? If you speak crow, let me know down in the comment section below what they're saying. Time for a quick chair update. Okay, so I've been using it all afternoon. It's a small chair, no doubt about it. I think I will appreciate it more in the winter time. In the winter time, I don't typically bring a chair up with me, so it's a lot of trying to put an insulated mat underneath me, sitting on the ground. That results in a cold butt from time to time. I do wish I had my other chairs so I could lean back and just kind of sit back and relax, but nope, not doing that with a stool. But it definitely seems sturdy enough. I'm about 170, and it's holding my weight just fine. I think the ad stated it could hold something like 350 pounds. I'm not sure if I would give that a try. Seems to me like it would be a little bit small for 350 pounds. So I'm not going to recommend it for holding that kind of a capacity. But 170 pounds on the chair seems to be doing just fine. A viewer recently asked about this lighter that I'm using. This is just a cheap butane lighter that I found on Amazon. It works okay as long as it's not cold. But as of right now, there we go. It works decently enough. When the temperature drops below 60, keep it in your pocket to keep it warm. This lantern has the most sensitive dial on it ever. It takes a moment to tune it just right. My kindling tonight was a little damp, obviously because of the rain. But that fire starter that I use, it does the job. Just that little tiny square, it does a really good job. this summer has come to an end, and I don't know about you all, but it sure was a fun one. You know, kicking everything off with Paige and Lucas's wedding, then going on a couple of camping adventures. One of the for sure highlights, though, was hiking to the top of that mountain. That was just absolutely amazing. Spectacular view. I hope you all enjoyed that video. I tell you what, that was a long day, getting all the way up to the top of that, but it was incredibly worth it. In addition to all the camping adventures, Mandy and I were able to make it out to Maui. We sure had a lot of fun there. By now, you all should have been able to watch our hike up to Waipanapa Falls. I sure hope that I'm saying that right. Just the Hawaiian names, I am not good at pronouncing them. But it was in the Haleakala National Forest, and that area was just absolutely beautiful. That road to Hana, if you ever have a chance to go to Maui, do the road to Hana. Absolutely beautiful. In addition to all the other cool things that you can do in Maui, we did a boatload of snorkeling, and I'm still working on a video for that. I don't know if it's going to release before this one, after. I am not the greatest at shooting underwater scenes. I get too excited. The camera's moving all over the place. Hopefully I captured some good shots, and I'll be providing a video of some of the snorkeling here in just a bit. But it's time for you all to sound off in the comment section below. What was your highlight of the summer? Was it an adventure? Was it an event? Let me know down in that comment section below, because I really do enjoy hearing what you all are up to. But now that it's fall time, I am really looking to get out into nature more. I did not actually do as much camping this summer as I thought I would do, and certainly not as much as I did last summer. So I told Mandy the other day, for the next 10 weeks, I'm going to be up at the mountains. And if ever I'm waffling like, I don't know if I actually want to go this week, she's supposed to tell me, no, Jeff, get your butt up to the mountain. I'm really looking forward to it. Really getting back into the routine of just being up here, relaxing, and producing these episodes. All right, everyone. Once again, it's that time of night. For me, it's an earlier one. It's 20 after 9 right now. But I am going to start heading to bed. Like I said, 5 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be just as dark as it is now. Pretty much packed everything away that needs to be packed away right now. Anything that had its own bag or package, I've put it all away right now. I will do my best to film something in the morning. I sure do appreciate all of you who watch the bosqueeNet adventure. I sure do love providing these adventures and sharing them with you all. So if you're not a subscriber yet and you want to support the bosqueeNet adventure, hit that subscribe button. It really does help. Anywho, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for joining me. We'll try to see you all in the morning. Good night now. Good morning, everyone. As you can hear, the rain picked up somewhere around 4 a.m. Hopefully you all can hear me now and that I don't have to shout too loud. But let's see here. Yeah, it picked up pretty good there for a little bit. It's 5 a.m. I'm gonna have to put everything away inside the tent, into the backpack, which won't be too bad. It'll just be a little bit cramped inside of here. It feels very humid right now. Nothing's wet inside the tent, just a little humid. The new CW 700, and that worked awesome. I'm liking this sleeping bag. It's a little bit bigger than my Kaiser, you know, at least width-wise and everything else, so I don't feel as cramped. So I think I'm gonna like this one a lot, and it lofts pretty dang well. But we'll have to prove it out come the winter time. So hang tight with me. I'm gonna get everything packed up, and then we'll do the hike down. Let's see here, rain gear on, dry bags all set, put the tent away. Time to get out. There isn't going to be a whole lot to watch at this point. I'm going to quickly put down the tent, and then we'll get going down the trail. Make sure I didn't leave anything behind here, but time check, 5:30. To say it's a little slippery out would be an understatement. Some areas get a little steep here, so I'm gonna have to pay attention. Overall, it was a really good night. When the rain started coming in, I don't know what it is about that sound, but it just lulls me to sleep. right, everyone, I am back in the truck. Took the jacket off, put all the wet stuff in the back. My shoes are absolutely caked in mud, by the way. But let's see here. It was a fantastic adventure. I sure did enjoy taking you along with me. The rain events are just my absolute favorite, followed up by the snow events. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or hey, you just want to chat, hit me up down in the comment section below. Oh, I almost failed to mention the Workus headlamp. This was my first time being able to take this headlamp out in the rain. And so far, so good. No issues with it. Just in case you all were wondering. Anywho, I'm going to get headed down the trail. We'll see you all next time. Bye now.